Hello, welcome to Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft. This is Richard, and my camera is just continually jacking up. Just randomly stopping. My SD card doesn't work very well anymore, and it's not the SD card, it's the spot that you insert it into the camera. It's just really jacking me up, and really need to get another camera. Anyway, today is Sunday. I have no clue what the date is. I don't know. It's in double digits, I know that. It's in the lower double digits, I think, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, I am going to take a walk to a local park, Jackson Morrow. Juliet Mike, for those of you who keep track of my campsites. And I don't know, I just thought I needed to get out. That's really what it is. I just need to get outside. I haven't been out in a few days. Everybody that's in the house is kind of gloom and doom, and a few of them in there have some depression issues going on. And I'm not depressed right now, but if I stay in there and absorb all of that negative energy, I'm going to start getting depressed as well. And I have no desire for that. Plus, I just want to get outside. Now look at these crab apples. Oh, those are nice and red. Let's see here. Let's grab this one right here. Take a little taste. You can't eat crab apples. I wouldn't suggest eating too many. They do give you a tummy ache, but they are good to add to cooking and things. Ooh, that's bitter. Holy cow. Now, up here are the wild grapes. These are the grapes that at the time that they were growing pretty prominent, I could not reach because they were way up there, and throughout the few weeks they've kind of dangled down a little bit, so they're kind of accessible now, but I'm not dealing with them right now. So anyway, generally I just want to get out because I want to be outside. I need to be outside and take these walks and get out in wilderness, or as close to wilderness as I possibly can, just nature in general. Which brings me to one of the topics that I want to talk about. But before I talk about that topic, I want to discuss something that's happening or has happened at the apartment complex that I live in that caused me to go a little apeshit. I would say stupid, but I don't think it's stupid. I'm just defending myself. So let's get to the park and then we'll discuss all that. Okay, so I'm not at the park yet. I'm getting ready to walk behind a strip mall, one of those outdoor strip mall type things. I'm going behind it to get to the park, but I figure I'll go ahead and discuss this issue before I get to nature and the calmness of all that, because I don't want to clutter up my nature walk with crap like this. So anyway, I live in an apartment complex, and there was trash and stuff thrown out in the hallway in the common areas. There's a bunch of trash thrown out in the hallways. Now, evidence, and clear evidence, shows that it came from somebody that lives upstairs. I live on the ground floor. But there was clear evidence to me, and as I'll discuss later, I expressed it to the so-called people who place themselves in authority, that there was clear evidence that the culprit was from upstairs. And they agreed that they believed the same thing. Now, I'm going to say this. I do not understand human beings. people confuse the crap out of me. I don't get you people. It goes far enough for me at this point. I don't even consider myself a human being anymore. I do not consider myself Homo sapien. I don't classify myself as a person at this point, because the only thing I have in similarity with humans is the appearance. I clearly do not have the thought process of you sheeple. I just don't get it. So anyway, without trying to go too far into that, so there was trash in the common area. Now, the powers to be, either the actual company or the people that are in the office there, decides that they're going to send a threatening authoritarian letter demanding that if the trash does not stop, that they are just going to charge everybody in the building, and there's 8 of us in that particular building. They are going to charge everybody a cleanup fee. Well, not being a normal human being like apparently the other 7 are, I wasn't going to take it. No. So, I marched my happy ass down there, and I neither marched nor was I happy, but I marched my happy ass down there, and I expressed my dislike for that. As a matter of fact, I told them that they weren't going to charge me a penny for cleanup of something they couldn't prove I had anything to do with, or I'd have their ass in court. I told them I wasn't going to stand for it, and I was pretty blunt, and I tried to be respectful to them, but I did express that they weren't going to charge me a fee for something I had nothing to do with. Well, she laughed at me, of course, and I told her to go ahead and laugh, but we'd see who was laughing when the court date showed up, and I would win the court case, because I done told her I would win the court case, because I would. I've sat in court too many times to know how the bullshit court system works, and there was no way that they were going to be able to charge me for something that they could not prove that I did. And their statement even stated that they believed that it was someone from upstairs, which did not include me. So anyway, I had my say. I was quite verbal about my situation and my stance on the topic, and to my face, you know, she didn't seem to really give a shit. She laughed it off. It wasn't even a smile. She laughed it off, and I told her to go ahead and laugh all she wants. I said, if I get a $10 fee, and that's what it was a $10 fee, but it's not the money, it's the principle. So I told her if I got a $10 fee for cleaning up crap, I said I would take it to court. And she goes, well, I don't think my company would go to court over $10. And I'm like, it doesn't matter what your company wants. If I bring the suit, it's up to me to decide whether or not I continue it through court, not them. So anyway, going back to this authoritarian threat of charging everybody in the building money unless it was cleaned up and left clean. So apparently I was the only one that had an issue with it. Apparently everybody else just cowered and complied to whatever pretend authority these people think they have. But I will say this. I thought it would cause an outrage, only because it did in me. But apparently it did not, and it's clean, and it has not had any kind of crap thrown on it since. I don't like that it worked, because I don't think that was a good idea to threaten everybody. but it seemed to work, which just goes to show you that the sheeple today comply to threats from people they think are authority. So, enough of that, I think. That's not the complete and whole story, but that's the general synopsis of it. I got a nasty letter from the office challenging me, and I took that challenge and I took it head on, and I challenged back. That's just who I am. That's how I am. Right or wrong, I don't apologize for it, and I never will. If you don't want me to challenge you, then don't challenge me. Plain and simple.